Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about demons and Shinobis. So yeah, let's begin, shall we, ladies and gents? So we currently go back to, or at least go back to the present. As in present, I mean what happened last episode. As we currently see Izuku about to be struck down by Mouth of God, aka the blast that Gogen was about to use. But thankfully somebody stepped in, being that of as he would be, tackled to the ground with the help of Ikagura. As Ikagura would basically push him out away from the blast, as the rest of Team Hanzo would finally arrive, also with the help of Crimson Squad and also his team. As when they jumped down from the skyline and also heard the fight between him and Gogen, Ikagura would say, "Izuku, are you okay?" As he would say, "I'm fine. Get out of here." He would say, as Gogen would say this. "Well, well, well. It has been a while, kids," he would say, as he would start flying with his wings floating up in the sky, or up in the arena, as he would say, "Well, why, it's been a while, my Crimson Squad. So, how's it feel betraying me and being abandoned by the rest of the evil ninjas?" As one of them being that of Haruma would say, they're pretty good. At least we don't have to deal with your noisy ass for several years now." After hearing this, he would say, "Why, you little... Doesn't matter. Besides, with this power in my hands, I can still beat all of you." As after saying that, he would get ready another attack. As he would say, "Now," as uh, as Dogen would start activating something, as another mouth would appear. Or should I say head, which now resembles that of a locust. In fact, it's not just the head. It's also, the front legs as well, or I guess you could say a front appendages. Eh. Anyway, continuing on, as he would start charging up an attack, another almighty. As when Izuku saw this, he would tell everybody to get out of there. As when they do, one specific person, being that of our boy Kirishima, would say, "Alright, I got this," he would say, as he would slam his, fists together, as he would say, "Come forth," as he would summon forth his demon, being that of our boy. After saying it, he would say, "Come forth, Artemis!" He would say, as Artemis would appear, as she would get ready her new skill, which I didn't get, mostly because, yeah, let's just say my storage on my phone is not doing pretty well. In fact, it's not going to be compatible with DX2 anymore. Yeah. God, why is it so large, the goddamn storage? Anyway, continuing on, as she would block the attack from Dogen, as you would say, "Face this." Now, as he would fire off his attack, being that of, as he would say, "Crush." Saying this, the activated skill would rush towards, the now targeted Artemis. As after the attack was done, it would be a surprise that she survived and even absorbed the damage from that attack. Because if you don't know, this version of Artemis from DX2, which I learned, well, in this case, she is essentially, technically she doesn't have physical survivor, or in this case, the null physical or anything of that sort. I would imagine this version would have that. Basically because, how is she able to not have that when she clearly has, like, um, I don't know, maybe, like, she's more focused on, the physical damage than anything else? Like, why? Anyway, continue on. As after getting the attack struck at her, the now somewhat pissed off and really angry Dogen would scream out, "How did you?" As, Kirishima would say, "Hey, let's show him." As after saying that, he would rush towards Dogen with the help of Artemis. As the rest of the ninja girls would be there watching this. As while doing so, the team Gessen would arrive as they finished up taking care of some of the other, demon traffickers. As one of them would say, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" As they would see the fight going on, as one of them would say, "Wait, who is?" As they would see, Dogen basically, fight against, Kirishima and Artemis. As one of them would say, "That's one of Izuku's teammates." As one of them would say, "Wait, really?" Huh. Said a somewhat surprised Minori. As Yumi would say, "Wait, then why? Wait, I just noticed." As she would see Dogen basically in this form, as they would say, "Wait, did Dogen say?" As she would say, specifically that of, Asuka, "No, he fused with apparently a demon." As after hearing that, she would say, "Oh god. And wait, is that guy really gonna fight?" As before they can actually, say anything else, they would see, our girl Artemis. As she would get ready her bow, or should I say her crossbow, gauntlet thing, as she would activate her signature attack. As she would scream out, "Astro, Sight Strike!" She would scream out. As for our boy Kirishima, as Kirishima would launch himself right into the air with the help of Artemis, as he would scream out, "Take this!" As he would do essentially like a lucha libre type, I guess you could say, like, yeah, elbow drop. As he would get ready to, slam his elbow right into his face. As before he can, Astro Sing Strike would strike down Dogen. As he would come in after and slam his, elbow right into his face, causing him to go down to the ground. Doing so, he would drop down as well, as he would do a superhero landing, saying, "Ha, gotcha," you would say. As he would say, "Bakugo, your turn." As he would say, "Fine, guess it's my turn then." As he would get ready his gauntlets, as they would be fuming with nitroglycerin, which, in this AU, if you don't know, they don't have quirks. But in this case, Bakugo, instead of actually using his sweat, he's actually just using regular old, nitroglycerin for his, for his explosions. As to say, "Now, let's go." As after saying this, another demon would appear, as the demon would be gigantic. As he would summon in Flauros. As Flauros would be there, towering against Dogen. As Dogen would say, "I'll destroy you," he would say, as he would get ready another attack. As Flauros would just look at him, saying, "Then dodge this." As he would go into a boxing stance, as he would start striking towards him. As while doing so, he would, or at least Dogen would start flying around like like an insect, or should I say, a fly? Da 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 da. I'm useless. As another head would slowly start appearing from the blackened or purplish flames from Dogen. As Dogen would start creating some sort of bull-like head, as he would scream out, "I'll destroy you, Inferno God!" he would say, as he would activate another one with the help of the goat head, as he'd scream out, "Thunder of God!" As or should I say tornado god, I meant. As after saying so, the two heads would start creating these specific elements, as they would fire off at extreme speed. As after it reaches towards, our boy, it would not affect him. Well, the fire does not affect him, but for you know, the wind or force damage, well, it was a different story. It did hurt him a little, but he ignored the effect as he would activate his skill. As after doing so, he would activate his signature skill, as he would say, Iron Fist, as he would rush towards Dogen, striking him right in the stomach, or at least, the approximation of his stomach, with the help of, his brass knuckle looking stuff. Or should I say golden knuckles, as they would strike towards his stomach, thus stabbing into him with the spike, as he would strike once again, and again, and again, and again, and again, almost like a boxer, or should I say like a shadow boxer, essentially, as he would say this, take this, God's hand, he would say, as using, or at least using, his other hand, he would start creating some sort of somewhat holy energy, not to the point that it becomes, the light, the light element, but it still sort of looks like it. As he would strike down Dogen once again, crushing him and slamming him into the ground once again. As everybody would just be watching this. As, Bakugo would look back at them as he would say, what do you think, boss? As Izuku would say, still a little bit of sloppy work, he would say. As after saying that, he would say, oh, come on, he would say. As he would say, I'm joking. Still beat him down. As after saying that, he would say, fine then. But before he can, Dogen would rise up from the attack as he would say, I will not be defeated by damn brats, he would say. As saying this, he would get ready another attack as he would say, now, I'll make you pay with your lives. As instead of using one of the demon skills, or more specifically, Yahweh, or, Yote Vode, as is another name for, that demon, or the false god, he would start using a different skill, specifically a skill from a different demon. As coming out from the blackish, not really blackish, I meant purplish flames, as it would start coming out of his back, as it would resemble that of a whole-ass man. Yeah, this thing. As he would scream out, I will not let you escape! As saying this, he would say his signature, say another attack. As this attack was, wait for a second, my voice, need to drink some water. Sorry about that. Anyway, continue on. As he would activate the skill, screaming out, God's malice! As saying this, everybody, or at least Izuku would say, everybody get near me now! As after saying that, everybody would get near Izuku immediately, as he would summon in another demon. One of his god-killing ones, specifically. As he would summon two different demons, as they would block the attacks from the large all-killing attack of, God's Malice, which, if you don't know, was one of my first, was the demon, or at least, the skill of the demon known as, Samael, which, by the way, one of my favorite demons during my time playing playing the first time of, DX2. Like, god dang, it's absolutely fun using it. As he would say, Ardha! As Ardha would appear, being that of a half man, half woman. Straightforward. As he would also say, Tiamat! As Tiamat would also appear. And so, we would end this episode right off here. Okay, guys, so, bye bye!